welcome to another segment of Unleashing the World of Music and Poetry. My name is Tammy Bowers, and I am your host for tonight's segment. I have something very special in store for you guys. We have the band The Buddha Pests from London, England, with us this evening to showcase some of their music. I was able to catch up with them for a few moments and talk with them about what's going on in their world. So let's start off this segment with that interview. Here is The Buddha Pests. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unleashing the World of Music and Poetry. We have today with us an awesome band that I have been able to discover called The Buddha Pests. So welcome. How are you guys doing today?
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Good, thank you.
Oh, awesome. So how was your New Year's? Did you do anything special? How was last year?
You, Peter, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, but this year is a bit strange, I have to say. So the New Year was quiet here in London because we had lockdowns, and so it was a quiet one. Nothing rock and roll, nothing spectacular. It was a quiet one. Nothing special. Same
here. It was a quiet evening at home, listening to the boombox, pretty much, and having a drink or two. So
yeah, similar. Drink, listen to some music, and have a drink. Probably that's all.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So you guys have been around since 2006 for quite a while. So how did you get together?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been in the band since 2006. There was lots of changes lineups, but we together with this previous lineup with Alex, he plays lead guitar, and we got Nicola, he plays bass. Mm-hmm. Nicola and Alex are from Italy, and on the drums we got Andrew, and then he's from England. We got together in August, something like that. So it's a pretty new lineup. We never had gigs before that, but we had a live stream show, acoustic live stream show, a couple of months ago. So that's also far. But at the moment, when we can, we're working on our next release is some acoustic recording at the moment.
Oh, that's awesome. So how have you guys been able to adapt musically to what is going on in the world with COVID happening? Are you doing things virtually? So how have you been able to adapt to continue the music career?
Yeah, mainly virtually, but we had the opportunity a few months back when we met in August. Then we had the chance to play together and go to the studio, and then we learned the songs. We started to return some songs, but so we had the chance for a few months when we could actually do things like normally a proper band does. Uh-huh. And then after that, what we do when we have some idea, we record it and send it to each other, and then that's how we keep on working on the songs. It's not the same, but it's not impossible. So it's still okay. Luckily, all these strange times, they're not stopping us to work on new ideas. And then fingers crossed, if when we have the chance, we have lots of good ideas to work from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. So I want to know, how would you describe the music that you create? Because it's kind of a collective of different styles. I've heard a little punk, I've heard a little rock, I've heard a little indie. So how would you describe the music that you typically create?
I would say alternative art, punk, indie rock with a little hint of psychedelic rock. So I think, but it's not because anybody came up with anything like this. We should do it's just like our influences basically, and then we tend to stick to it, like all the 60s psychedelic rock, and then 70s punk, and all the indie of the 80s and the 90s, and all the rock and grunge or the Britpop. So it's a kind of mix of that. It wasn't really, but I think we got some pop elements as well. It's never been really picked like, okay, we have to go with one style. When it sounds good, when it sounds good, no, the style is the main thing. Is just the sound what we enjoy to create.
Exactly, and and I think I've discovered that quite a bit. I was listening to the Rolling Stones, and you can hear a little bit of country actually in some of their music, and I'm going, wow, I hear that. So it depends on who influences you. So who is your favorite band?
I don't really know that. What's your favorite guy, Peter, by the way? That's interesting to know. Never told me that. John, I am curious now.
Awesome. What about you?
Well, the country part is I have never really noticed that because we kind of a loud band and energetic loud band. That's part of the sound when we play live.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, you could be right with the country sound because we started to play recently acoustically, mm-hmm. and our online gig was acoustically as well.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think it can be a little country element. I mean, yeah, I can get it where you're coming from, but it wasn't really. I think it just came out nature, and especially the acoustic instruments. I think it helped to us to kind of get this sound out of what we do.
Right, and your music is fantastic. I was jamming out to it this morning. And I thought, wow, it's awesome. I mean, it really gets you going. It's just you got some really catchy tunes, and I was I can't wait for my audience to hear. So, and we're going to get to hear a couple of those after the interview. Very excited about that. We've got Temporal Abyss that we're going to get to showcase tonight, which I'm very excited about. So I do have to ask, if you could go headline, or if you could be a part of any concert, whose would it be? What artist or what band would you like to be a part of their concert or tour?
I go first this time, Peter, if you don't mind. Can I? I mean, like, it's just only one band, or it can be more than one? Only one band?
Oh, it can be anybody.
All right. I mean, like, in these days, I mean, like, it's like a recent band. Yeah, say a recent band.
Recent band, yeah.
Okay, I would say, like, Foo Fighters is one of those bands, like, okay. Because of the energy, like they have. And Biffy Clyro. I love Biffy Clyro. To me, like, I think they're amazing. And then also, yeah, like maybe some, I would say also Kasabian. I think they got a very good like vibe when they play. I mean, like, my influence is pretty much like 60s and 70s, all bands and stuff, but I like, like that kind of warm sound, like from the 60s and 70s, like bluesy and stuff. But
right.
I would say like Foo Fighters, some Biffy Clyro, for the energy they have, like, and like when it comes to lead, because I like to play lead, I would say like I like to plan this stuff,
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. What about you?
For me, I would say Neil Young, probably. Yeah. It would be my first pick.
Okay.
Yeah, Neil Young, probably. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Neil Young. I mean, he's a huge influence of mine. So, and I think his work since the 60s through until now, I think it's just amazing, timeless thing, and it would be a privilege to support him, I think.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, he is. You said it perfectly. He's timeless, and he is. He just is. He's fantastic. I love Neil Young. So, what do you guys have planned for 2021?
I hopefully as soon as possible.
Yeah, we like playing as soon as possible. But at the moment, we got limited options. But we are working on new songs, and then we already recorded the acoustic version of Temporal Abyss, and we hope we can release it in a couple of months or in March. That's why we're working on that, to do the online build up for that. The recording is actually done. We got still some bits and bobs to finish, But then that would be the first step. And also we're working on acoustic album, because we, as I said before, we're a loud band, but somehow I never really thought that our acoustic sound is some people likes that. And then we're working on we want to carry on with this acoustic EP, 5 or 6 songs, some old ones, some new ones while we're writing. And actually, as I said, the new lineup is since last year August, but we're working on an album, and then we got kind of the half of it. We got 5 songs when we kind of know what we're doing now. And the next few months will be a good opportunity to write another 5 songs, and then we hope then we can go back to the studio and then finish them off. That would be the plan, and then hope by summer we could have some gigs. So we still full on as much as we can.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Very important also, like, I think, like live music has been missing for such a long time. I mean, people are craving that like so much, like, so I don't know, I want to be positive that especially the music we play is very catchy, people love it. And when we start playing live now, what we're doing, we're getting as most tight as we can, like. So,
right.
And then, like, it would be very important to be very good when you stand to play live, because I think people will go crazy for live music when it will be back, what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So everyone, all the bands that have to be ready. So I think, like, artistically, it will be like such a big time. I think you need to be patient to get that, because now it's hard. But I want to believe that it will be like an explosion of like creativity in a way. I mean, like, there's so many people, like musicians and artists, that they didn't do much. They haven't done much like in the last 1 year. So
yeah,
it will be like some positive energy, I guess. So we won't be part of that, I guess.
That's right. I agree 100%. I can't wait till all the venues are back open and we can actually go to a concert. And it's just the energy that you feel. It's the excitement. It's just, it makes the music just that much better. It really does. When you have that big crowd coming together and in some kind of venue, or even at a pub or a local restaurant, it's just it creates that excitement. And boy, I do miss going to concerts. I do miss that energy and that liveness. So, but I just want to say thank you guys for joining me today for a few minutes and giving me some of your time. And we are going to play. We are going to play Temporal Abyss, and I'm going to play a couple more of you guys' songs. And I wish you guys all the best, and hopefully we get to talk again someday.
Sure, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
As promised, here is the Buddha Pests with Temporal Abyss. And here's some more music to check out from the Buddha Pests.
If you ever thought yourself lonely, and it's easy to live in this big city, it can be reasoned under the neon lights, can be reasoned with a pair of eyes. You don't want to let her pacify, you want to take her into your life. Behind every lost and those broken dreams, sometimes we have to try. But we get along. But we get along. If you ever thought yourself lonely, and it's easy to live in this big city, it can be reasoned under the neon lights, can be reasoned with a pair of eyes. You don't want to let her pacify, you want to take her into your life. Behind every man flies a broken dream. Sometimes we have to try. But we get along. But we get
Thank you guys for joining me this evening. It was great to catch up with the band from London, the Buddha Pests. Thank you for taking some time out of your world to be a part of our world. And to end tonight's segment, I've got another poem I'm going to read for you guys. And stay tuned for next week. I have a very special guest. He is a local celebrity who is going to be on our show. And I'm very excited to talk with him and see what's going on in his world. And to end tonight's segment, I'm going to read another poem that I wrote called Ruin. With outstretched hands, we should welcome ruin. Ruin is where your transformation begins. It is where we come to a place in our journey to forgive. Dreams come alive, pain starts to relinquish its grasp, and we come to the realization that we can survive. And as always, smile, stay positive, stay true, be you, and stay safe. Good night, everyone.
Can't you see the times are